teammate.
You right in front of you. OKC to 82 points which is a pretty low number in any game, let alone the conference finals. What did you see that you guys did defensively that was able to lock them down that way?
I'm not going to get into details, but in general, being more disciplined and just trusting the game plan even more.
Vic, it feels like being active defensive in terms of the hands and over here. It feels like being more active in the passing lanes has been a theme for you guys all season. How important has that been to have all five guys being active in passing lanes, being aggressive on the ball, just for a culture?
That's super important, and pretty much everybody would do that if they could trust that the rotations are there behind. But we got good individual defenders, so when we connect individual and team defense, it holds team to low-scoring numbers.
Hey, Vic, when you guys sort of play with that hit-first mentality, what sort of tone does it set, and how does it kind of carry over the course of a 48-minute game?
I feel like we, as you know, with who we are, we need to start games like this. But it really doesn't mean anything for the way it holds. I mean, it helps for sure, but it's a whole nother type of effort to be consistent rather than just hitting first.
Vic, to your right, those of us who have watched you kind of mess around shooting half-court shots after shoot-arounds and practices, it doesn't seem like you make a whole lot of those when you're messing around. What did you think leading into that one, going into halftime?
I was just thinking shoot to score. I wasn't messing around at halftime.
He said he's really enjoying the adjustments. And I was curious for you in your first playoffs, how much have you enjoyed the game-to-game adjustments as a chess player yourself? How would you compare it?
There's definitely similarities, as in any strategy game. It's fun. It's very fun. In the playoffs, at some point, especially when a series drags on, everybody knows the other team like almost by heart. So it's different. I would say the coaches hold a lot of this load of the chess match. You know, the coaching staff, all the strategy. It's a lot. They do a lot of film. They work really hard.
Vic on the right, you said when you were sitting there the other day, we're going to find out what we're made of in this game. So one, did you wonder what the answer to that would be, and what did you find out tonight?
I didn't really wonder, no, because we didn't do nothing unexpected. But the truth is that we had never been in this kind of situation before. It was our first deficit in a playoff series. And we just responded, but it was nothing amazing. It wasn't magic. We just did what we needed to do, and the series is far from over. We got 6 more wins before we can rest.
In the first quarter, Vic, Devin had that block of McCain. Mm-hmm. Then he comes down court and feeds you for a lob dunk. Does that kind of sum up how good he's been on both ends in this series and in the whole playoffs?
It's hard to sum it up with just one play because his impact has been all over the floor on all kinds of areas and off the floor as a leader. So summing up his impact with just this play would not be fair to him.
Vic, after the last game, you said you needed to do a better job of essentially helping your teammates, and everyone around the team kind of says that you're hard on yourself. I'm wondering where that comes from, and then, you know, how do you manage the last 48 hours in your first playoff run and not letting that get to you?
I don't know if I'm hard on myself. We all have high standards, you know. And I know I have a lot of responsibilities, but I'm here for it. And yeah, it was better today. It wasn't perfect, but all of us, I'm talking like the whole organizations, we're gonna have to do things that we didn't sign up for. I'm an employee to play basketball, but I'm not an employee to talk to whoever and find out answers to. We're all gonna do things like that, and that's why, as I was saying, I need to find ways to impact the game in many areas.
Offensively tonight, Vic, how much of tonight was reacting to what the Thunder were doing defensively, and how much of it was you deciding from a certain moment, at the start of the possession, what you wanted to do, and then kind of dictating it that way?
It was a little bit of both. It's a balance we got to keep in. It's a balance that I think we had kind of wrong in earlier in this series.
You got to spend the last 8.5 minutes of the game on the bench because you guys were ahead by so much. Is that helpful to you at this point in the series to grab that much rest?
Yeah, of course. We'll get anything we get, any advantage, any edge, so we're going to use that. We need to rest.
That's what superstars, that's what these guys, we've done in the past. We understand what we need to do for our team from start to finish. I don't know what he said to coach, but I'm sure he said, nah.
Man, she told me
go.
to stay mellow over there. Chill out. I got this.
Look, from the house, the drive to the arena, being in that tunnel, like you're thinking, even though you're down 2-1, like as a superstar, you looking at this like this is an opportunity to maybe have a breakout game or have a historic game, a game that one, in history could remember. And for Wemby, he has that mentality where I'm not even worried about what's next. What's the next game? I'm thinking about how I'm going to attack, right? Where's my openings for myself, and how can I make my teammates better? Because he was talking about that. I need to make my teammates better. Well, he did that tonight just by being aggressive.
Yeah, and listen, there's plenty of players who can have the mentality. They can say all the right things, but then there are players who meet the moment, and that's exactly what Victor Wembanyama was able to do in this game. Also of note, Oklahoma City only scores 82 points. That's their lowest scoring output since December 2021, guys.
Yeah.
That's huge to say what they were able to do on the defensive end as well.
I mean, you could say Wemby, controlling the rim, being a rim protector, but the perimeter guys, they didn't give Shea or any of their shot creations. They didn't give them any room to operate. They were contesting every shot. I thought they were very intentional. I thought they were aggressive and physical on the defensive end. They set a tone differently than they had the previous games, and it was good to see.
And it helps when you make baskets. You don't allow OKC to get out in transition and get fast break points. They only had 7 fast break points, 14 second chance opportunities. So that says a lot about their defense, but attention to detail, not allowing them to, because we know when OKC gets running, they don't just get layups and fouls, they get open threes from everyone.
And they didn't look, OKC didn't look sharp tonight. In all aspects of the game. It seemed like they were just one step behind the Spurs all night. And I think San Antonio took advantage of them being one step behind them.
Come on, fellas.
Yeah, listen, there's De'Aaron Fox making his way over here.
Come on, Ricky.
You're not lifting that bad. You look great. How's
the
it
fastest
going?
man on the court, but walking slow.
Boy, put some soft bottoms on.
Right now. I'm making it through.
Hey, look, De'Aaron, you're the steely veteran, basically. We were just happy to see you playing again in this series. You got to just tell us how you're feeling right now, being able to walk away with the win, but really your health, too. Everything that goes into getting a win like this.
I mean, morally, I feel great.
Yeah.
Obviously, coming into this game, felt like whenever we were up 2-1 and then we went there, you could see that a team was ready for their season to be done. And we don't feel that way. And then physically, like I said, I'm just getting through the days. I'm getting through the days right
That's
now.
where I want to go with that.
Sleep a lot.
Because you
I got 2 kids.
You are hampered. My bad.
No such thing. No such thing.
I got the recipe for that, but I got 4 of them. So with you being hampered with the ankle, Dylan is hampered as well. You guys are the 2 shot creators for your team, right? OKC has a bunch of those guys that comes off of their bench and their shot creators. How much pressure you feel that it is on you because you guys are hampered to go out and perform at a high level?
I mean, I feel like, throughout the course of the season, the reason that we won 60 games is because we were deep. We changed our starting lineup. I missed a bunch of games. Vic missed games. Dylan missed games. Steph missed games. And we were able to stay afloat because of the depth that we had on our team. And obviously, their bench is playing great. But for us, especially with me and Dylan being out there with the bench unit, we just try to create the best shot that we can get. It's not pressure. We've been doing it all.